Are you guys seeing this? Oh my god! They're actually coming back! They're actually coming back! I have hair. They're growing. It's beautiful. It is a sight to behold. Alright guys, welcome back to another one. Here we are, about to basically debunk and confirm that the big Kingdom Hearts leak or rumor that was circulating about a week and a bit ago, coming from Xbox leaker XTAS, is in fact fake, and today I am going to explain why. This is probably not surprising anyone because a lot of what I was seeing comments on my video talking about this information, or just in general over on Twitter or in forums and stuff, a lot of people were saying there is no fucking way that Square Enix are doing this, especially when it's a case of Kingdom Hearts 1 not really requiring a remake. Though you could argue the same for any game that receives a remake. It doesn't really necessarily need a remake, but these things sound like hotcakes, so it's never surprising to actually see if this ends up happening. But most people just want Square Enix to put all of their manpower into Kingdom Hearts 4. Part of this information claims that Jungle Book was going to be in the game, so like brand new content, even to the degree of story, so story rewrites potentially, and like a lot of people getting pissed off about that. The idea of potentially ripping out Deep Jungle out of the game, basically retconning it. But this information absolutely caused a lot of noise, mainly because it was coming from not just a random 4chan or Reddit post, but it was actually dropped by someone that has a little bit of a track record. Not the greatest track record, not the greatest credibility, but it is certainly coming from someone that in the past has been correct about some stuff. More recently, and probably most notably in this person's career of doing this kind of stuff, would be Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. That information was broke by XTAS before the game got officially revealed. And this person does have a bit of a following, so when a massive claim like this comes from a person like this, obviously a lot of people start paying attention to it. Especially when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. Right now, we are in the fucking Sahara Desert as far as new information for the Kingdom Hearts series in general is concerned. So shortly after this information dropped, I reached out to XTAS on Twitter, sent him a DM, and I was pretty much just looking to see if he could provide any kind of insight towards the information, as this was something that he had received from a source of his, as he claims. I wanted to see if I could somehow validate this information and either corroborate it if it is true, if it's legit, based on the reply I get back, or depending on how much I learned from XTAS, basically debunk the information and let him know, hey, you're being trolled. Now, I didn't hear back from XTAS for a whole last week, so I was thinking to myself, okay, if this person isn't going to reply to me, I can see that they're active on Twitter. This does tell me that there's a pretty good chance that the information is just flat out bullshit. During this time, two other insiders also came out onto Twitter to say that they have no idea what XTAS is talking about and believe that the claim is completely fake. One of these people was actually Nate the Hate, who does have a very good track record and is quite in the loop. But after about a week, I did receive a response with XTAS asking me to add him over on WhatsApp. So I end up having a very small conversation with XTAS on WhatsApp. Now, the reason why he decided to use WhatsApp is because with this app, you can basically make it so that you can only view media that is sent to recipients once and one time only. It also means that you cannot screenshot anything. So I guess in a way this is to protect himself. The message that he said to me was, hey bro, what's up? I have some pictures, not the best quality, but hope to get some more soon. Take a look, but please don't share or publish. We could be in trouble. And he ended up sending me 3 of the screenshots that this report is based on. Now this is the most interesting thing. I'm not going to show you guys the screenshots, but I'll show you elements of these screenshots because I did manage to take a photo of these with another phone as I couldn't screenshot them. On second thought, I am actually going to show the screenshots as a test because I do think that they are fake, so I don't think I will get in trouble for showing them. Obviously, Xtas doesn't want me to show them. However, if I do actually get in trouble, like my video gets taken down or I get claimed, that could actually be a soft confirmation that this, in fact, is real. I don't think it is at all, but I thought this would be a unique test. So I will show you the screenshots. The first screenshot is like a logo keycard. So basically just showing the logo of Kingdom Hearts Relux as it's dubbed. It's just got a classic Kingdom Hearts blue heart with a golden crown. And rather than having the traditional OG Kingdom Hearts font, the font that's being used here is the new font in the Kingdom Hearts 4 logo with Relux underneath. Here's the thing, if Kingdom Hearts were to ever get a remake, I just don't think that they would use the new font for Kingdom Hearts. That new font that's being used for the Kingdom Hearts 4 logo is meant to signify a new saga. You can basically look at the OG Kingdom Hearts font as being representative of the very first saga, the Darkseeker saga of Kingdom Hearts, and it's also used for the Key saga as well. So if Kingdom Hearts 1 were to get a remake, what I'm saying is they would probably end up using the old logo font rather than the new logo font. Based on Nomura's explanation of why they decided to change the font, it just wouldn't make sense for Kingdom Hearts 1 to then suddenly use the new saga font. You get what I'm saying? The pattern of the background is actually one of the patterns used for Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, as it consists of Guilt and Lux, or the star, the light star symbols in the background. So that's just straight like a Union Cross pattern that's being used. The next image here is Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora standing in Traverse Town, and this is when I knew Xtas is being trolled. Now, it's not a terrible fake leak. I've definitely seen worse in my time of covering Kingdom Hearts here on YouTube. But it's not great either. Number one, Traverse Town looks like, quite literally looks like, its PlayStation 2 counterpart. So I'm pretty sure whoever sent this to Xtas or made this is currently using the PlayStation 2, like Kingdom Hearts 1 Traverse Town map, and has added some additional effects in for like the various different light sources here in what I assume to be like Photoshop or something. But what screams fake to me the most is the command menu. So I'll actually show you guys this. This is the command menu that's being used here. Don't really know what that is, but more so the health bar. So apparently Square Enix has totally ditched the circular health bar and has just opted for a rectangle with HP and MP stacked on top of each other. And it's really hard to make out because, again, I had to take this photo with another phone. But Sora's head on the health bar there is actually his Super Smash Bros. Ultimate render. And the last screenshot is the camp menu. I actually, admittedly, don't really mind the camp menu. I think that it does look pretty clean, but this is just straight up Sora's Kingdom Hearts 1 model from Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, if Square Enix were to do a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake, I'm sure that they probably would end up using that model from Kingdom Hearts 3, but touch it up, because this literally looks like it's just straight ripped from Kingdom Hearts 3. So the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is because I'm 99% sure that this is fake. Based on the conversation, not really much of a conversation, but based on talking to Xtas and seeing his supposed evidence. And I think it's important to let people know about this because so many people were talking about this. This made the absolute rounds. A lot of outlets were covering this. This was basically in the Kingdom Hearts headlines there for a couple of days. But upon seeing the screenshots, I said back to him, no worries, I won't publish the screenshots. How well do you trust this source? I asked because there's a few things that point towards these images being fake. And then I basically just like listed all of my reasons why I believe the images that he's been sent are fake, like the health bar, the use of the Smash Ultimate render. Traverse Town looks like it's been ripped from the PlayStation 2 games. I went on to say, I'm not completely ruling it out just yet, but do you have any other information that validates this? I think you mentioned that you saw footage, because I believe when he broke the news about it, that he not only saw images, but also like in motion video as well. And you'd think that if that was the case, he'd probably end up sending that to me as a means to really validate and prove that what he is being told here is in fact legitimate information. The only thing I got was the 3 screenshots. Well, he didn't follow up. Like, after this message, it's been like 4 days now or something. He just straight up, like, he's seen the message, but he hasn't followed up. And I don't know if it's a case of him being like, oh shit, actually, you know what, I think this might be fake, and just like gapped the conversation. Or maybe he knew all along and knew that pushing this information would generate a bunch of traffic towards his platform. I'm not too sure. But depending on how he would have followed up, if he had, I probably wouldn't be making this video just yet. But the fact that he hasn't replied is quite telling to me. Now the thing is, I think that Xtas truly was just sent something from someone that has probably provided him with information in the past. He saw this as an opportunity to break the news, break some headlines, generate some traffic, because he's specifically mentioned that he doesn't know anything about Kingdom Hearts. He doesn't play these games. He's not involved in what's going on with Kingdom Hearts. He just got a scoop and he decided to report on it. In this day and age though, you gotta be careful, because it's so easy to create fake leaks, whether it's using generative AI or using an older game, modding the shit out of it, and making it look like a brand new product from that specific series. I know, at least looking at Kingdom Hearts, if you're someone that doesn't know the mod potential of, say, Kingdom Hearts 3, it would be incredibly easy to make a fake Kingdom Hearts 1 leak. You can literally swap Sora's model out with his updated Kingdom Hearts 1 model, load in Caleb S'more's Unreal Engine 4 Traverse Town, switch up the HUD, change it to make it look more OG, and bang, smack, screenshot, you've got a fake Kingdom Hearts 1 leak. To someone that's not educated or doesn't care about Kingdom Hearts 1, doesn't pay attention to Kingdom Hearts, I can understand how you would take that as being, oh shit, is this actually a leak? Let's report on it. And before Xtas had got in contact with me, my theory was he had been sent something that was AI generated. Whoever sent it was maybe a little bit knowledgeable on Kingdom Hearts, so the additional information they attached to these images was clearly convincing enough for Xtas to be like, oh yeah, shit, this is a legit leak, let's ship it. Either that, or perhaps modded Kingdom Hearts 3 footage or screenshot or something. Either way, he was convinced enough to think it was real. I think what this is just a smart use of Photoshop to a certain degree, because some things just absolutely scream fake, hence why I am labeling this as fake. However, I don't think it's actually totally impossible to actually receive a Kingdom Hearts 1 remake. In fact, I actually do think that at some point in the future, this might be something that Square Enix will truly do, just given their history with game remakes. Do I think it's necessary for Kingdom Hearts 1 to receive a remake? Oh, hell no. But as the industry proves, remakes are popular. It probably doesn't really make too much sense for a remake of Kingdom Hearts to come out just yet, given that the past decade has been Square Enix focusing on re-releasing all of the older games, so now's kind of an awkward time to drop a remake. You know, even though the 25th anniversary is only right around the corner, and we know Square Enix like to drop big things for Kingdom Hearts on big milestones, but Square Enix do like remakes, and I think that this genuinely could be something we'll end up seeing in the future. So, to anyone that was possibly excited about this, because I know that there were some people, I'm sorry to say that I believe that this is fake, just based on now what I know from Xtas himself and what he's seen. I think the original creator of these images sort of knows this stuff about Kingdom Hearts, but then at the same time there are a lot of weak spots here that just screams fake. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for tuning into today's video. Be sure to slippity slap that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Big shout out to my wonderful patrons and YouTube members. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and we'll talk again real soon.